We actually got out a little bit earlier today. Yesterday we got out at 8. Today we're at 7. So we're making progress. I did want to get out at 6, but that did not happen. I was up, but just could not quite get myself out of bed. For today, we're going to finish up our garlic harvest. So we did the elephant garlic yesterday, and we did both the store-bought garlic, the Spice World, and the Trader Joe's garlic yesterday as well. And so we have the elephant garlic bed open, which I already have the sweet potato slips to put in there. And today we're going to harvest the German extra hardy and the Romanian red. I do still want to keep the German variety separated, just to kind of see the progression of the bulb size when you save the clove from the biggest garlics and all of that stuff. I want to see how big they actually get year to year. So I'm going to make sure I keep those separate, even though it's the same variety. So we're just going to start by pulling out the garlic before the sun comes and starts kicking my butt. So I'm grabbing my trowel just to have something here in case I need help. I did water these day before yesterday, so it shouldn't be hard to pull. That's a lie. Let's see. I feel like they're trying to break my other trowel. Oh my gosh. It's a nice one. Oh, these worms are huge. Gosh. You just want to make sure you're giving your garlic head ample space when you're helping, because you don't want to nick it. See if, nope. Hey. This bed that I am pulling out of is actually just all, look at that worm, it's just all clay soil. All clay soil aerated with sand. Not all clay soil is bad, guys. It allows my plants to get great water retention, and although it holds on to the roots of my garlic pretty well, I know it's because they're getting really good nourishment. So if you look at this soil here, you could tell that this one, all of the soil first off is aerated with clay sand, and this one I also add compost on top. So that's the black cow and compost from my garden on top of this bed. So apart from the fertilizer that I put in each hole when I'm planting the garlic in this bed, there's no compost in here. This is just my natural clay soil. I see a lot of people, as soon as they want to start gardening, they cover up their area with cardboard or weed fabric. I don't know if those people have checked their soils first to make sure that they don't have like good fertile soil underneath, but I do want to advocate for you guys to do that. All of these beds, the first layer is my natural clay soil on this property, and clay soil has some really good attributes, like it will help retain water. This is why I add the clay sand, is to help aerate that soil so that it can have that good drainage. So before you go ahead and cover up that soil, go ahead and do a check of your soil. You can also do, if you're not like sure how to check or like know what to look for, you can also do a soil sample and send that to your local extension, and they will give you like a full report of like what your soil has and like all of that good stuff. But not all clay soil is bad, guys. Like, you don't need to go to the store and purchase all this soil to bring back home, when most of the times, maybe most of you guys may have good soil right there on your property. So check that out first. My mom was the one that told me add sand. This is what they do in Jamaica. They add sand to the soil and they mix that together. And then if you do want to add compost and stuff, add that right on top. You can mix that in as well, but you don't need to, because the worms and stuff that are in the soil already will do that mixing for you, and that will help you save so much money. So yeah, I just want to show you guys that all of my beds here first starts with my natural clay soil, and the things that I'm growing in there does really well. So this is the garlic from the bed here, and this is the first year that I'm planting Romanian red, and you can see I have some big garlic here. I have a few small ones, but look at this. And this was grown in all clay soil. And the nasturtium. Oh my gosh, these worms are huge. Let me show you guys something cute. So these were actually growing next to each other, and I guess they were like a little too close. So this side is flat and this side is flat, and then together they made like a little heart shape. I thought that was really cute. Oh, so this garlic bed actually has most of the thickest necks of garlic, and this one is the German extra hardy that was surprisingly planted 2023. So they're much thicker necks than the ones that I planted last year. The year prior. And I don't know if it's because in this bed, before I planted the garlic, I actually planted peanuts. And I wonder if the peanut aerated the soil a little bit more, because this is also pretty much all clay soil, if I'm remembering correctly. So it's interesting to see the difference, because I would have thought that this one was the one that I planted the previous year. Oh my gosh, they are huge. Look at that. I do still have some this size for the other one. So I have some mold issue here. I'm gonna put this to the side. Wow. They are thick. This one is, oh wow, okay. Oh my mama. Holy, look at this. I don't even, can you, look at that. Wow. That is huge. I think that's the biggest one I've pulled so far today. This is what I saw on these. You can see it's kind of moldy, and then this one kind of has it too. And then this one as well. I don't know if you can see. So I almost forgot that I have the music variety of hardneck out here. So I harvest the scapes around the same time, so I think these might also be ready. Not bad. They aren't, I like to harvest the garlic, like I said, when they have that indentation. Gotta get a trowel. I didn't water these the same time that I watered the other ones, so the soil is still pretty dry. And with clay soil, dry soil means that it'll be harder to kind of get up. For a first year planting, this music garlic did really well. If I remember correctly, the bulbs that I received for them were also a pretty decent size. I would definitely recommend this variety. So I'm going to call it quits here. I've been out here for like 2.5 hours. I am really tired. I don't know if you could kind of see the garlics in the back. I've just kind of laid them out in the sun, mostly to like dry them out, but partially just to look at my harvest. It is amazing. I'm actually going to spin it around. Maybe you could, it's like pretty blown out, but let's see. Actually, let me do it really quick and show you guys, because this is actually okay. So this is the spice rolled garlic, and this is from store-bought, and I did this yesterday, but these here are like one of my biggest ones. This is another really big one. And then this is the music variety of garlic. Put this around my neck. This is, see, this is the shadow that I'm trying to avoid, but this is the music variety of garlic. I'm going to just quickly try to grab one and show you the size of these. So this is actually one of my bigger ones here. And then we have the German Extra Hardy, and this one is from this year. So I'm gonna, so here's a really big one. And I am surprised at how big these got. And like I said, I planted peanuts prior to planting these, and I'm wondering if that aerated the soil a little bit more, because like I said, my garlic is mostly planted in just clay soil. So I think I might go ahead and mix some more sand in these beds, because those are massive. And then over here we have the Romanian red variety, and this is one of the bigger ones here, and they are also on their second year. We have the elephant garlic here, which you guys know they are massive. I have some really small ones in the bunch, some of them smaller than even just my regular garlic. I think I'm going to avoid planting them in this bed. This bed is like really loose, and I think the garlic sank down further than I would like, and I think that made it really harder for these stalks to kind of come up and get sunlight and all of that stuff. So I'm no longer going to plant garlic in that bed. And then lastly, this is very shadowy, I'm so sorry guys. Lastly, we have the German Hardy, and this is on its second year. And here is a big bulb here. I think that's one of the biggest ones. Here's another one. But for the most part, each variety had some really big bulbs in the mix. The only ones that didn't do as well was, like I said, the Trader Joe's one, and I think that's because the foliage kind of fell over. It was just constantly getting pounded by soccer balls, so I think that was a major factor in that. I may try it again next year, but if I'm getting these huge things, I don't know if I'm gonna have space to experiment again. Okay, so back in the shade. So I'm really proud. This is only my second year of growing garlic, and I don't know if I could stop now. Like, this is just amazing. I thought harvesting potatoes was fun. Harvesting garlic is a lot of fun. I hope you guys are having as great of a garlic season as I am. If you're not growing garlic in your garden yet, I don't know why you haven't. Maybe this year you can start. And as you can see here, I do it in clay soil. So you shouldn't have any obstacles. But that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.